Jessica?
Matthew?
Uh, what are you doing? Aren't we supposed to be doing Health in 2.0?
We are. This is a funding thing. I'm playing Pong, sponsored by Komodo Health, who raised $15 million and has decided to do this.
How do you end up on a Pong page on the Komodo Health site?
I don't know, something to do with interoperability.
I guess that'll be a story we're going to find out more about in the September the 2nd edition of Health in 2.0. Have you noticed I'm doing a good job for you here?
What?
Exactly.
What did we learn there, Matthew Holt?
That you got lost on the website?
No, we learned that if you're going to put a press release out and link to your company's corporate blog, if you want somebody to stay on it, you got to have some Pong on there for us.
So can I point out that it was the 404 not found page? So the actual blog they said was there wasn't there, but you didn't care because you were busy playing Pong.
This was much better. What could that blog have told me that this game did not? Fresh thinking to healthcare, Komodo Health, Pong. That's all I need to know.
How come you were losing like 420 to 2?
Well, when I started, because the 404 error.
Oh, so they gave themselves 404 points to start. Oh, man, that is a cheating and a half.
Yeah, nothing's lost on you, big guy. All right, you got your timer ready?
All right. No doubt Komodo Health will come up in this, but...
you know what? We're going to start there. Start it. Let's go.
Okay, go.
It's not going.
Go. We should have Pong on my phone.
Komodo Health of Pong 404 error page fame raises a $50 million seat. Lots of big names in this one. Andreessen's in there, Oak's in there. Matthew Holt, what do they do other than entertain me?
So I talked to Webb Sun, who was their CEO, president, a few months back, and basically it's around helping getting loads of data from health plans, anonymizing that data, creating a map of where patients with particular conditions go, and then telling doctors that they're telling drug companies that their doctors have patients with particular conditions that should perhaps get their treatment. So basically, it's to try to help sell more drugs and get doctors sort of up to speed on that. So it's a pharma play. Clarify is doing something similar, I think, in the same zone, and Verana Health is as well. This is the big U analytics data plan that should be ahead. And obviously, if they've convinced Andreessen and Oak, you've got to assume they know something.
Right. All right. What about Picnic Health? They get $25 million. They're a patient health record management platform. Tell me about this.
You're looking at a guy who made $1 gazillion in a patient record management platform in 1999 and 2000. That market hasn't gone much better. People are coming around for another try after Google Help, whatever. That I suspect that they may be trying to have a play in the pharma business to try and help clinical trials, but who knows?
All right, what about Hazel Health? They get $33.5 million in a C round. Pediatric telehealth.
This is actually very smart. So these are going to school districts and saying, and they're around about 50 odd in full funding now. But this round is to go to school districts and expanded massively in the last few months, 400% in the last few months in numbers of kids on it, in which basically kids who are mostly on Medicaid, a lot of them Medicaid, can get access to a doctor in telehealth and stay in school, which means the school gets to keep more money. Smart play.
Smart. All right. What about Amazon Halo? Just got that in.
Let's go.
All right. Amazon Halo. Let's talk about this because we haven't. But do we really need another wearable? It's like I feel like every time the wearable thing is going to go away, then it comes back with a vengeance. Now we've got this one. What do you think?
Well, so here's the tricky thing. You say wearables are dead. Yeah, and Fitbit kind of had that big...
It's not just me who said that. Other people have said that too.
As Donald Trump would say, people are saying wearables are dead. But the Apple Watch in and of itself is actually a pretty big selling product. You know, now you don't notice it because Apple's the world's biggest company and has the most money and sells gazillions and billions of iPhones and iPads and whatever else. But the watch, there are a decent number of people who've got the watch. I forget the numbers, but you think if you could take a little bit of that market. Now, the Halo's got some interesting stuff going on. I noticed Eugene Barukovich tweeting about this. you can check your body fat and your emotions. Apparently it picks up on the words you say. So I suspect if you or I were wearing it, it would realize, you know, what lovely, happy people we are. Or maybe not. And then if you were using it and I was using it, you take a photo of yourself naked or semi-naked and it tells you your body fat percentage. So you'd be like, what, 1%? And I'd be like 80% or whatever. So it's got some other pieces, but my guess is it's more like the Amazon Fire rather than the Amazon Echo. You know, Amazon owns voice in the house. The Fire, which is their attempt to do like a cell phone pad thing, completely died horribly. My guess that it's too late for them to catch up with the Apple Watch, but you know, they're trying.
Did Google Fitbit ever close? Did that deal?
It hasn't closed. It hasn't closed. The Europeans are still grumpy about something.
Oh, right. Interesting.
Yeah, and to Google, it's such a trivial amount of money. I'm surprised they're bothering. But you know, they all think that, you know, a bit more data is a bit better, and they will continue to think that until they will get shut down by the privacy police, who may or may not be arriving after several elections. Who knows?
I don't know. I'm not convinced about the wearables. I feel like that's another area of healthcare where it's like designed for the male population without thinking about women. I don't know. That's like a one.
Like that Bella Beat company, which had like lovely jewelry, and there was the people with the wooden stuff, and yeah, no one ever wore them.
I think it's still really big. Like until we can.
You should get the Aura Ring, which is like, you know, the size of a thing to go on your hand.
That is the size of like from here to there on me.
All the NBA players are wearing them. No, all the NBA, it's that Finnish company. All the NBA players are wearing that ring, and it's like doing their heartbeat and whatever. And you know, their hands may be a bit bigger than yours.
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, which underscores my point here again. Okay, so to hear more complaining about wearables, follow me at Justamasa on Twitter, and to hear somebody else talk Trump and what else are you talking about? Pong over there, all the hard-hitting news.
You were the one playing Pong?
Oh my God, it was like the best thing that happened to me all day. I recommend everybody check that out. And to stay up to date with us here in Health in 2.00 land, please subscribe to the Healthcare Blogs newsletter. Just go to thehealthcareblog.com, sign up for our e-newsletter. These shows are in there along with WTF Health interviews and a bunch of content curated from the blog. Alternatively, you can also subscribe to our podcast version of this show, which is actually a lot nicer when you don't see us. You can imagine us as better looking.
No. It's much nicer when you don't see me, Jess, but when we see you.
No, you can imagine us much better looking. Just if you channel like an Alyssa Milano when you think of me, and you channel, who can we think of for you?
We usually say Phil Collins or, you know.
There you go, a Phil Collins type for Matthew. That's the image that should be conjured up when you hear our voices. On Spotify or on iTunes, just go and find the Healthcare Blogs channel on either one of those platforms, and Health in 2.00 is on there. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon, one way or another. Matthew, always a pleasure. Take care.
Thank you, Jessica. Bye.